Today we have set an agenda to discuss how to strengthen our two sisters countries' cooperation in the security area. One, working in prevention organized crime, area of human trafficking, smuggling, illegal arms, and smuggling goods or contraband, fighting terrorism, especially in these two sisters country border, is a serious problem of Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda and ISIS, other armed group moving in the border areas, fighting extremism. The other issue is the border security joint operation. We have it's a long borders in Ethiopia and Somalia. Working with existing platform of IGAD, EAPCO, and other platform to use to prevent, our common issues of organized crime. The other agenda is about capacity building. We have the oldest and experienced police university in East Africa, and also we need to share the experience with the Somalia National Police Academy. So how we are working together and capacitate our young police officers. The other issue is the sustainability of cooperation between the two our police institutions. How to sustain our relationship, because these two sisters country has its common interest in the area of security, in the area of economical activity, and in the area of culture, because Somali are living in Mogadishu, also living in Ethiopia. So how to strengthen our cooperation with two security organizations. So we have to propose to sign the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding for our sustainability of the two police organization relationship strengthened. So we have to nominate the technical committee and prepare the draft document. Then we have to sign, hopefully, in our second home of Mogadishu.
First of all, I would like to thank you profoundly for your hospitality. It is our pleasure to visit this beautiful country of Ethiopia, and especially Addis Ababa. It is an honor and privilege to be here today to meet and discuss how we can cooperate or enhance our relationship, since we have the longest border of the two countries, and we are aware that the Ethiopians are assisting the government of Somalia. They sent various women to the Somali to stand at its feet. We know that, and we profoundly, this is the only country that we know that is in every district in the border. We have other contributing countries, but they are not everywhere. I have been police commissioner. Before police commissioner, I was chief of Somali National Armed Force twice as a chief of staff, and few people knows when the government of Somalia collapsed, and we start from the scratch how we can develop or how we can stand on our feet dealing with the hard time the Ethiopians in general, not only the police, I'm talking about in general, the Ethiopians were the only country who put all their efforts to help us to the Somali to come back to its feet. I'm not talking apart from the political dialogues that took place after the collapse of the federal order of the Somali. That took place in Addis Ababa. That was facilitated by the government of Ethiopia. I would like during my remarks, I will briefly introduce the Somali police force, opportunities and challenges facing the Somali police force right now. Finally, I will discuss priorities and areas of interest to collaborate to our institutions. First of all, the Somali Police Force was founded in 1943, and the HQ or the headquarters is in Mogadishu. The Somali Police Force operates across the country of Somalia. Like any other law enforcement institution globally, the primary duty of the Somali Police Force is to protect the public and maintain law and order across the country. The Somali police have headquarters, departments, divisions, and special branch service such as the CID, traffic, Coast Guard, Interpol, counterterrorism, if I name a few. After the civil war in Somalia in 1991, it was imminent, essentially, to reestablish the Somali police force from the scratch. Today, after a long struggle, we can say the Somali police force are functional across the country to deliver and protect the people. We are not without shortcomings, but we can pride ourselves on trustworthy service to the public. For example, at the recent peaceful election that took place in Somalia was the headed and responsible for the Somali police was the only responsible institution that enabled this election to take place peacefully. However, the threat from the terrorists and the other organized criminal network is evolving. The Somali police have the capacity and experience to deal with the terrorists and criminals. Unfortunately, they lack the equipment and the state-of-art technology to deal with those current and emergent threats from the terrorists and organized criminal networks. I emphasize the area of interest where we can collaborate, such as staff and specialized training and information exchange. Our priorities and gaps are mainly on training officers, cadet trainings, staff officers training, specialized training. Before I hand over the details to Major Ahmed, who is responsible for the training and the planning, I would like to highlight the importance for our institutions to work together on daily basis. I would like to reiterate the importance of this issue because the peaceful border between Somalia and Ethiopia will help both countries. Again, I would like to reiterate my thanks, full and appreciation, our hospitality, and how we are welcomed, sir, with your all officers. The visit that we have seen is wonderful. The honor, and it will remain in our heart, because we never had this kind of welcome to any other country that I have been visited. I have got a couple of countries, but this shows that the relationship between our two institutions are very friendly. We will have a MOU that cover everything, how we can exchange the information, how we can fight with the extremists and terrorists, how we can, sustain our relationship, and so forth. So it will be, I would like to be documented that we follow, both of us, and review every year how things that we agree are developing. So we will maintain our cooperation in that way.
So we have a framework, a platform of the communication with Federal and regional police. Also, we have a council, the Commissioners' Council, meeting yearly 2-3 times, according to the proclamation of the Ethiopian Federal Police Act. So we share our reform with our brothers, Somali National Police Force, and also we have to give a priority to work to strengthen our police university. Already it is serving the last 75 years. It's a very old university in Africa. Even in Ethiopia, in the history of academic of Ethiopia, it's the first academic institution in our country. So the university already newly established a new intelligence faculty and technology faculty. Major is raising, different priority for the training. So we are using the new faculty together, because for us also it is a new, the technology, the intelligence faculty is a new. Our university president to give a priority and to share, the training with our brothers, Somali young officers. The Ethiopian Federal Police also is responsible for border security, all internal organized crime to fight through the Ethiopian Federal Police. We have to establish the new rapid force and the new aviation police, and the new industry and the tourism police, the new the university security police, because the federal government to manage the federal universities, including in the regional government, because almost we have above 15 governmental universities in entire the country. So we have to secure that university's stability through the Ethiopian Federal Police. We have to establish this department. Our investigation department also, it's newly we are starting the DNA investigation. This is the forensic department. We have to strengthen, the new technology to bring in forensic investigation department, the DNA, and the different, technologies to broad and to bring, to learn, to train our expertise group, and hopefully we'll start our DNA investigation. Maybe after a week, we have to declare and start the investigation of DNA, even to support for neighbors' country. Also, Our Excellency, you put the priority of the Somali National Police Force in the capacity building area. We accepted that one, and let's continue to discuss with our university president and his team. Also, you'll visit, the academy next day. And the other issue is to fight, our common enemies with this terrorist group and extremism. Also, the transnational organized crime. So that is our serious priority. The other issue is the sustainability of our cooperation. So, Your Excellency raised, we have to establish the technical committee, and we have to prepare, the draft of MOU. Then we'll sign, hopefully, in the next, maybe it's after a month, in our second home in Mogadishu. አቅም ግንባታ ስራዎች ላይ የኢትዮጵያ ፌደራል ፖሊስ በተለይም አንጋፋው የኢትዮጵያ ፖሊስ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ለሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ፖሊስ ሰራዊት የአቅም ግንባታ ስልጠናዎች ወጣት ኦፊሰሮችን በእኛ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ተቀብለን በጋራ እንድናሰለጥን እንድንሰራ ሰፊ ተነጋግረናል በስፋት። ከዚህ ጎን ለጎን የአገራችንን የሁለቱን ሀገራት ሰላምና ደህንነት በተሻለ ደረጃ ለማድረስ በተለይም የሽብር ቡድኑ የሆነው አልሸባብ፣ የአይኤስ እና ሌሎች የሽብር ኃይሎች ከኛም ከውስጥ ያለው ጋር እየተቀናጁ ሀገራችንን ለማተራመስ እንደዚሁም ደግሞ ሶማሊያን ሰላምና ደህንነት እየነፈጉ ያሉ ኃይሎችን እንዴት በጋራ መዋጋትና እነሱን መቆጣጠር እንዳለብን በስፋት ተነጋግረናል። እንግዲህ ሀገር መከላከያም ሌሎች ሀገራትም በሶማሊያ ውስጥ የአፍሪካ ህብረትን ተልዕኮ ወስደው ሰላምና ደህንነት እያስከበሩ ነው ያሉት። በዛ ጎን ለጎን የሁለቱ ሀገር ፖሊሶችም ተቀናይተን የጋራ ጆይንት ኦፕሬሽን በዚህ የሽብር ኃይል ላይ እንዴት ማካሄድ እንዳለብን በስፋት ተነጋግረን ለዚህም አስፈላጊውን ዝግጅት ከወዲሁ ማድረግ እንዳለብን ነው የተግባባ ነው። አጠቃላይ ፖሊስ ስራችንን በተለይም የመረጃ ልውውጥ የሁለቱን ሀገራት ሰላምና ደህንነት ለማስከበር የመረጃ ልውውጥ ሌሎች ድንበር ዘለል ወንጀሎችንም በጋራ ለመከላከል ተስማምተናል። ይሄ ብቻ ሳይሆን በሪፎርም ስራዎችም አጠቃላይ አሁን የኢትዮጵያ ፌደራል ፖሊስ እያከናወነ ያለውን ሪፎርም ገልጸንላቸው እነሱም ከዚህ ምንም መማር አለብን ከእናንተ ምን መውሰድ አለብን የሚለውን በሰው ኃይል ግንባታችን በቴክኖሎጂ አጠቃቀምና ግንባታችን እንደዚሁም በሌሎች የፖሊሳዊ አቅሞች ላይ ከፌደራል ፖሊስ ምን ትምህርት መውሰድ አለብን የሚለውንም አንስተንላቸው ለነሱም ተስማምተው ብዙዎቹን ከእናንተ መውሰድ መማር አለብን። ምክንያቱም ኢትዮጵያ ትልቅ ሀገር ነች፣ እንደሚታወቀው ከ120 ሚሊዮን ሕዝብ የሚጠጋ ያለባት ሀገር ነች። ይህንን ሰላምና ደህንነት የሚያስከብር የኢትዮጵያ ፌደራል ፖሊስ ደግሞ በዛው ልክ በከፍተኛ ደረጃ እየተደራጀና እየተቀየረ ያለ ሀገር ስለሆነ ከእናንተ ብዙ መማርና መውሰድ አለብን የሚለውን አንስተው እኛም በዚህ ጉዳይ ላይ የምንችለውን ሁሉ ለማገዝና ያለንን ለማካፈል ተስማምተናል። በአጠቃላይ ከወንድም ከሆነው የሶማሊያ ብሔራዊ ፖሊስ ኃይል ጋር በተለይም ዋና አዛዡና የእሳቸው ዴሌጌሽን የሆኑት ግሩፕ ከኢትዮጵያ ፌዴራል ፖሊስ ጋር በብዙ ነገሮች ላይ ተስማምተን በጋራ ለመስራትና ይህንንም ቀጣይነት እንዲኖረው ለማድረግ አሁን አንድ ቴክኒካል ቡድን ይቋቋማል ከሁለቱም የተውጣጣ። ያ ቴክኒካል ቡድን እነዚህ የተነጋገርንባቸውን ነገሮች በደንብ ከጻፈና ለዚህ የሚሆን ዶክመንት ካዘጋጀ በኋላ ሞቃዲሾ ላይ የእኛም ዴሌጌሽን እዛ ተገኝቶ በጋራ በሚቀጥለው 30 ቀን ውስጥ የጋራ የሆነ መግባቢያ ሰነድ ተፈራርመን በቀጣይ የሁለቱን አገር ፖሊሶች የአንድ ሀገር ህዝቦችም ስለሆነን ብዙ የምናጋራቸው ነገሮች ስላሉ ሰፊ ቦርደርም ስላለን ይህንን ተጠቅመን በጋራ የጋራ ጠላቶቻችን የሆኑትን እነሱን ከአካባቢው ለማጥፋትም እንደዚሁም ደግሞ በጋራ የመረጃ ልውውጣችንን ለማሳደግ እንደዚሁም የአቅም ግንባታ ስራዎቻችንን በከፍተኛ ደረጃ ለማሳደግ ተስማምተናል። ይሄ ትልቅ ነገር ነው። ላለፉት ረጅም ዓመታት የሶማሌ ብሔራዊ ፖሊስ ሰራዊት ዋና አዛዥ ኢትዮጵያን ፌደራል ፖሊስ ሲጎበኙ በጣም ከሩቅ ጊዜ በኋላ ነው ዛሬ ጀነራሉ እዚህ ተገኝተው የጎበኙትና ይሄ የኢትዮጵያ ፌደራል ፖሊስ ትልቅ ነገር ነው። ለዚህ ይሄንን በቀጣይ ግንኙነታችንን አጠናክረን የምንቀጥልና የጋራ ጠላቶቻችንን በጋራ ለመመከት ተደራጅተን የምንሰራበትን ትልቅ እድል ይፈጥራል። ከዚህ በፊትም እንደሚታወቀው የኢትዮጵያ መከላከያ ሰራዊት በተለይም የሶማሊያን ሰላምና ደህንነት ለማገዝ በብዙ መልኩ ከፍተኛ መስዋዕትነት እየከፈለ ብዙ ውለታ አድርጓል። እኛም እንደ ኢትዮጵያ ፌደራል ፖሊስ ሰፊ ቦርደር ስላለን እንደዚሁ የሶማሊያ ፖሊስ ኃይል ጋር ተቀናይተን በቀጣይ አልሸባብን የሽብር ኃይሎችን እናጠፋበት ድንበር ዘለል የወንጀል ጉዳዮችን የሚቆጣጠርበት እድል እንፈጥራለን። ለዚህ ዛሬ ያደረግናቸው ግንኙነቶችና ውይይቶች በጣም ትላልቅና ለሀገራችን ለሁለቱም ሀገር ጠቀሜታ ያላቸው ጉዳዮች ስለሆኑ በቀጣይ እነዚህን አጠናክረን እንቀጥል ይሆናል። ክቡር ጀነራልም ከቡድናቸው ጋር ሆነው አጠቃላይ የኢትዮጵያ ፌዴራል ፖሊስ የሪፎርም ስራዎች ተመልክተዋል እና በጣም ነው በዚህ የተደሰቱት። ምክንያቱም አሁን ላይ የፌዴራል ፖሊስ የታጠቃቸው የቴክኖሎጂ ትጥቆች፣ የሎጂስቲክስ አቅሞች፣ የሰው ኃይሉ እየደረሰበት ያለው አጠቃላይ ሁኔታ ለብዙ የአፍሪካ ሀገራት እንደ ጥሩ ሁኔታ እየታየ ስለሆነ እነዚህን እኛ የፈጠርናቸው ልምዶች በተመሳሳይ ለጎረቤት ሀገራት ወንድም ለሆነው የሶማሊያ ፖሊስ ኃይልም አካፍለን በጋራ ተያይዘን የምናድግበትና አካባቢያችን ሰላምና ደህንነት የምናረጋግጥበት ትልቅ እድል ፈጥሯል። እንግዲህ በቀጣይ የምስራቅ አፍሪካ የፖሊስ አጠቃላይ ማህበርን ወይንም የአፖ የፖሊስ አሶሲዬሽንን የሚያስተባብረው የኢትዮጵያ ፌዴራል ፖሊስ ነው። ለዛም አስፈላጊውን ዝግጅት እያደረግን ነው። እንግዲህ የሶማሊያ የብሔራዊ ፖሊስ ኃይልም የዚህ አሶሲዬሽን አባል ስለሆነ በቀጣይ እኛም ኃላፊነቱን ተቀብለን ምስራቅ አፍሪካን ፖሊስ ከኢትዮጵያ ፌዴራል ፖሊስ ተሞክሮ በጋራ ሆነን የምስራቅ አፍሪካን የቀጠናውን ሰላምና ደህንነት ለማስከበር እንደ ፖሊስ የድርሻችንን የምንወጣበት እድል በከፍተኛ ደረጃ እየተፈጠረ ነው። የኢትዮጵያ ፌዴራል ፖሊስን ከዛሬ ጋር የተለያዩ የምስራቅ አፍሪካ የፖሊስ አዛዦች ተገኝተው ጉብኝት አድርገዋል። ብዙ ስምምነቶችን አድርገናል። አሁን ላይ በአካባቢው ላይ ያለውን አጠቃላይ የመረጃ ልውውጥ ወንጀለኞችን ከመቆጣጠር አንጻር ትልቅ እድል እየፈጠረልን ስለሆነ ይህንን አጠናክረን የምንቀጥል ይሆናል። ለዚህ እኛም እንደ ኢትዮጵያ ፌዴራል ፖሊስ ወንድም ለሆነው የሶማሌ ብሔራዊ ፖሊስ ኃይል አስፈላጊውን እገዛ ለማድረግ በስልጠናም በመረጃ ልውውጥም እንደዚሁም ደግሞ ለሁለታችንም ጠላት የሆነውን የሽብር ኃይል በጋራ ለመመከት አብረን እንደምንሰራ አረጋግጠንላቸዋል። ይሄ ግንኙነት በቀጣይም ተጠናክሮ እንዲቀጥል አስፈላጊውን መሰረት እንጥላለን። ለዚህ በዛሬው ዕለት የነበረን አጠቃላይ ሁኔታ በጣም ጥሩ ነበር። ይሄንኑ ለማለት ነው። Your Excellency, thank you very much. Again, you came to heal your home country, so we have to continue our relationship in the next, and also we are going to a role model for other African countries. Thanks so much.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. وحان شرفنا مانتا إنان حرونتا دحاء عيدنك بوليسكا فدرالك دلك إثيوبيا ولا لها النهي أن بوغشا كوني مانو أنكو سراكيل سراء وهقامين أيوه تليا عيدنك بوليسكا الصومالية فدرالك وشالي بوغشا كويمي muxuu ahaa magaalada Addis-Ababa annagoo marti u ahayn taliyaha ciidanka booliiska federaalka ee Ethiopia. marka horeysa waxaan rabaa inaan u mahad celiyo taliyaha ciidanka booliiska federaalka ee Ethiopia, ku-xigeenadiisa, saraakiisha iyo dhammaan ciidanka booliiska federaalka Ethiopia sidii wacnayd sharafta lahayd karaamada lahayd ee nalagu soo dhaweeyay magaalada Addis-Ababa oo ilaa shalayto ilaa maanta aanu joognay ilaa berrina iyo saadabana aanu joogi doono sidii nalagu soo dhaweeyay kalgacaylka lahayd derisnimada lahayd aad iyo aad baan uga mahad celinaynaa midda u horeysa. inta mahadcelinta haddaan ka gudbo waxaanu halka u nimi inaanu ka wada tashanno inaanu samayno xiriir ciidanka booliiska federaalka ee Ethiopia iyo ciidanka federaalka ee Soomaaliya sidii aanu isaga kaashan lahayn xagga wada shaqaynta howlgalka iyo wax wada qabsida labada hay'adood sida guud ahaanba labada dawladoodba ay guud ahaan calaaqaadkoodu u fiican yahay ama wax badan oo kale oo ka dhaxeeyaan anagu ka booliis ahaan xagga amniga iyo xagga dhismaha ciidamada booliiska ciidanka Soomaaliya iyo ciidanka dowladda federaalka ee Ethiopia sidaanu wax wada qabsan lahayn ayaanu u nimi halka waxaanu saaka galay shir waxaanu ka wada hadalnay qodobada ay ka mid yahaayeen sidaanu wararka isu weydaarsan lahayn sidaanu amniga uga shaqayn lahayn oo isu weydaarsan lahayn dadka traafikada ama wax gudbinaya ama crimeska ka dhaca xuduudaha waxaanu ka wada hadalnay sidii aanu isaga isu gacan qaban lahayn regionka guud ahaaneed oo muxuu ahaa bariga Afrika iyo ciidamada booliiska xaaladoodu si ay ku sugan tahay bariga Afrika gaar ahaan labada dal ee aanu kala matalayno Soomaaliya iyo Ethiopia taasaanu isku afkaranay sidii aanu uga hortagi lahayn dunuubta ka dhacda bariga Afrika gaar ahaan Soomaaliya ay ku badan tahay burcad ama muxuu ahaa argagixiso caalami ah hadda noqotay sidii aanu uga hortagi lahayn waanu soo kaashan lahayn iyo sidaanu ciidamadeenu aanu khibradda u kala kororsan lahayn ayaanu ka wada hadalnay waxaan saarnay guddiyo technical si aanu u soo wada saarno muxuu ahaa communique ay ku qoran yihiin wixii aanu ku heshiinay sida ka warqabtaan ciidanka dowladda federaalka ee Ethiopia waxay ka mid yihiin ciidamada ADMIS ee haddaba jooga awalna AMIS oo dooran jiray ee jooga Soomaaliya ka howlgala waan uga mahadcelinaynaa iyagoo caruurtooda iyo wiilashooda iyo gabdhahooda Soomaaliya u soo diray si ay Soomaaliya uga soo kabato dagaalkii sokeeye dowladnimadeeduna u xoogaysato beenoogu soo direen taasna waa ka mahadcelinaynaa waxaan aad iyo aad rabaa inaan mar labaad u mahadceliyo taliyaha xigeenadiisa iyo dhammaan ciidanka booliiska iyo muxuu ahaa federaalka Ethiopia sidii wanaagsanayd ay noogu soo dhaweeyeen magaalada Sababa iyo sidii ay muxuu ahaa ilaa saaka ay noo tusaayeen sida ay u dhisan yihiin foomka ama qaabka u shaqeynayaan ama qaybahooda kala duwan annaguna aanu u bandhignay meeshaanu hadda marayno horumarkaanu gaarnay muxuu ahaa iyo Soomaaliya inay ka soo kabatay muxuu ahaa ay uga soo kabatay dagaaladii sokeeye dowlad ciidankiina booliiskana dib loo dhisay oo horumar badan ciidanka booliiska Soomaaliya ay gaareen oo ay ugu dambeysay doorashadii dalka ka dhacday Soomaaliya ee cusbeed hadda madaxweyne xasan sheekh ugu doortay inay ahayd doorasho uu lagu gaaray tusaalena u noqonaysa Soomaaliya iyo Afrikada kaleba in si nabadgelyo ku jirto oo muxuu ahaa aan dhibaato ka dhicin inay doorashadaasi ay dhacdo waxaa hormuud u ahaa ciidanka booliiska Soomaaliyeed inay halka gaaraan taasna waxay ku saysaa ciidanka booliiska Soomaaliyeed inuu gaamuray oo hadda uu noqonayo ciidan wax ka gali kara bariga Afrika ciidamadooda booliiska intaasaan rabay inaanu idin la wadaagno aad iyo aad aan ku soo idin ka mahadcelinayaa soo dhaweyntii. Assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh.